we've had a pretty good run of anime this year. The best has probably been Zama 100, Oshinoko, and there are others that came out, but I probably won't go too into detail about them because it's not like they're better than the one I'm about to talk about. Out of all the shows you watched, how many had you watching episode after episode with no breaks, not even to go pee, just an absolute marathon of a show? And when you finished it, you read the manga because you needed more. It was just that good. For me, the shows that have done that are Mushoku Tensei. That's actually kind of it. Besides the best anime of 2023. I have never been more infatuated with a show than Heavenly Delusion. Absolutely everything about this show is amazing. Dude, my phone, shut up. The fights, the humor, the characters, the storytelling, the world building, the sexual assault. For the love of God! Yeah, just like most other shows, this has some weird scenes. But hear me out. By the way, I shouldn't even need to say this, but massive spoiler warning. We first meet the characters of our story living in a paradise, a promised land, if you will, where nothing could go wrong and everything is gifted to you. We learn later that it's more like a laboratory where these, I don't know if I can really call them scientists, study children with really crazy superpowers. But anyway, once we see some of the characters of the story, they start to take a test where one of the students' screens glitches and says, do you want to go outside of the outside? And at first you're like, oh, it's one of these shows where these kids are trying to escape an orphanage. I've watched something like this. Then boom, we almost immediately cut to our other main characters that are living in the outside of the outside. From the very beginning, the story already subverts your expectations and makes you wonder which is the main story, these two or the school. And the whole show is like this. Part of the story getting interesting? Too bad. Then it cuts to the other plot. And the show doesn't keep you on your toes just by changing who it's focusing on. You gotta be watching the show to understand. Like watching the show. In the first fight scene, our characters Kiriko and Maru show off how badass they are by just demolishing these randos who are trying to get easy pickings by going for a 2v5. But Maru's crazy ass fighting abilities and Kiriko's smart thinking and laser gun. We then learn that what these two are looking for is a place called Heaven, which is very broad because you can call any place heaven, and I'm pretty sure these two will believe it since that's pretty much what they do. As soon as the first episode starts and ends, you are fixated on these just lovable characters and you really want to see where the story takes them, which is hopefully heaven for Kiriko and Maru. Everything in this show means something. All the little details, all the words that are spoken are way bigger and mean a lot more when you watch the show again. Like in the first fight scene, Kiriko says something that you'll only realize is a major plot point after you watch the third or fourth episode. And there's something that Kona says in that episode that you'll only understand once you watch the sixth episode. Basically, you need to watch the show twice if you want to understand all the things that you brush off on your first watch. Yeah, there are scenes that you wish weren't in the show, but for some reason when you watch those scenes, you don't want to look away and want to watch it in full to see what happened. Mostly the Robin scene, the sex scene with the hotel girl. Not so much. Everything in this show throws you off. In one scene, you're about to cry, and then you immediately get pissed off over what happens next. You feel disgust, then bittersweet, anger, then happiness. It's like going through puberty again, but from a cartoon. I wouldn't really call this show a scary show or like a horror, but there are some parts that'll make you go, whoa, let's take a step back now. Shows that are based around a sort of feeling or genre just don't do it as good as Heavenly Delusion. There's scenes where characters just have fun. There's scenes where the characters just feel sad. There's scenes where you just want to punch through your monitor. All the emotional stuff hits harder from how human it all feels. In my last video, I said that Beastars is the most human, non-human show or story out there. Heavenly Delusion is probably the most human show there is out there. Slice of lives don't even get more human than this, and those shows are literally about life. Reading the manga was probably a bad move on my part, and I should probably just wait like normal people. But you gotta watch the show and understand why I couldn't wait like 10 months for confirmation that they'll start making a second season. That will probably take another 10 months to animate. I don't think there'll be another show like Heavenly Delusion. There will be similar, yeah, but will they be as good?
I guess we'll never know.
Boom, mic drop, another video. I I really like this script, even though I made it in an hour and a half on a school night for some reason. This video is almost entirely inspired by Scamboli's video. It was a really good video, go watch. I need to do more anime analysis sort of videos. This was really fun. This was really, really fun. By the way, I don't condone what Kanye said. I just wanted to put that video in because it was funny video. Okay, I wanna say another thing. This anime got a lot of like backlash for having like fucking ginormous quotes trans person in it. And let me tell you something, all the people that were calling the trans character trans, like don't even know how being transgender work. I got a video of someone going like, when I realized that this person is trans, and then it showed this stupid, I couldn't, bro. So, oh my god. Go watch Scamboli's video, bro. He talks about it more in depth, kinda. I don't know how to outro. Anyway, well, another video will come out whenever. I don't know. I really like this one. I really like this one. I hope the editing is as good as this this audio recording. But till next time. I'm not making that my outro, bro.